The COVID-19 Delta variant is sweeping the United States, and for many, the numbers are starting to make things feel an awful lot like last summer. Florida, over the weekend, breaking the record for the number of hospitalizations. More than 10,000 people admitted to hospital over 24 hours or so. And yet the governor in Florida is still resisting talking about mask or vaccination mandates. And it's perhaps endemic of the piecemeal approach here in the United States to vaccinations and mask wearing. Here in Washington, D.C., the mayor last week ordered anybody, regardless of vaccinations, to now wear masks indoors. Imagine the confusion for the attendees at the Lollapalooza Music Festival over the weekend. On day 2 of that festival, attendees were told that they had to wear masks if they were attending music events indoors. In New York, authorities have started to talk about mask mandates and enforcing them. The governor of New York has added to all that by telling public transport workers they must show proof of vaccination now if they want to continue working. And yet Andrew Cuomo stopped short of ordering a vaccination mandate, saying he simply doesn't have the legal authority to do so right now. But he wants private businesses to take the initiative. Let's hear more from the governor of New York.
If I go to a restaurant and I'm sitting at a table and the table right next to me, I want to know that they're vaccinated. I believe it's in your business interest to run a vaccine-only establishment.
And across the country, the picture looks even grimmer when you consider that health leaders are now saying that the Delta variant is more contagious than chickenpox. And President Joe Biden's chief medical advisor, Anthony Fauci, has warned of more suffering and pain in the weeks and months to come, but at least says he doesn't foresee lockdowns going into the fall and the winter because he thinks enough people here in the United States have been vaccinated to mitigate lockdowns. And yet lockdowns are likely to be far from the minds of some 3.6 million people here in the United States who are now facing evictions after a moratorium on evictions expired just before the weekend. Lawmakers are furious that tens of billions of dollars was made available to ease conditions for both landlords and tenants in the United States, and yet it's emerged that only a fraction of that money has actually been dispersed. Landlord groups oppose the moratoriums, and they've been backed by some Republican lawmakers who say collectively landlords are tens of billions of dollars out of pocket. Oh, and all of this, the White House has said its hands are tied. It cannot unilaterally take action to either extend or come up with a new moratorium because of a Supreme Court ruling against that. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.